to my channel. My name is Anna, and this is my first Plan With Me bullet journal video ever. So I'm so glad you could join me here today. And some of you have been asking me for Plan With Me videos for a little while now, just to see my process and what kind of materials I use. So here we are, yay! Today's video is going to be a Plan With Me video for February. I honestly cannot believe how fast January went by. I feel like I just set up my 2019 bullet journal and it's already been 31 days. I can't believe it. It's February, and it just goes to show how busy of a month it's been. It's been ridiculously crazy between teaching and setting up my Instagram, and I got my Etsy page up. So now I'm doing my first video, and oh my gosh, it's been a ride. Rolling right into February, this month's theme, I've decided to go with strawberries. I would like to give a quick shout out to my friend Tara. She's a fellow assistant language teacher here in Japan in the same prefecture as me. We both live in Chiba Prefecture. This area is known for its abundance of agriculture, and February is the month of strawberries. Originally, I was going through ideas for February themes like amethyst or floral teacups, things that matched the kind of theme of February but didn't go with the overly obvious Valentine's Day theme. I'm trying really hard to, it's not like I hate Valentine's Day or anything, but I'm trying hard to challenge myself to think out of the box a little creatively and go for things that aren't as obvious. And considering that this will be my last year in Japan, putting a key kind of focus on strawberries, which is known specifically for this area that I live in, it made perfect sense so that when I go back and the year is over, I can look back on February and see how special of a month it was. So thank you very much, Tara, for the suggestion. If any of you have any ideas or want to see something in the future, let me know down in the comments below. I love your suggestions and will definitely help me think of new ideas when I'm struggling myself. So with that being said, this month's Plan With Me video is centric around strawberries. I'm very excited, and let's jump into it. For the cover page, we're diving right into this month's theme with a full spread of strawberries spiraling out from the center. I decided to test out these new watercolors I received for Christmas, and I'm really enjoying them so far. Starting with a translucent red to shape out the body, I then follow up with some fun green leaves. To finish off the texture, I go in with one of my Tombow dual brush pens to add all those tiny little seeds you find on the outside of a strawberry. Once that's done, I add a simple brush calligraphy of February in black, followed by the addition of a gray drop shadow, just to help it pop off the page a bit better. And that's all there is to the cover page. Moving right along to my monthly spread, I decide to go back to my Tombow dual brush pens for some better control of my lines and brush lettering. I follow the same basic process for the strawberries as I did for the cover page, but add some vines leading into February. Typically, I use the standard bullet journal method for my monthly spreads, but this month I've changed it to the planner style because my teaching schedule is a bit different on some days, and I wanted to draw more attention to them later on. For the next page, I'll add 6 habit trackers as well as a mood and sleep tracker. I find keeping it simple and limiting it down to one page makes me more consistent with updating it daily, and it has all of my important information for the month there at one glance. I'd love to know your thoughts and preferences for your own monthly spreads and what works best for you, so let me know in the comments below. This next monthly spread is an absolute essential for me because having bank accounts and expenses in both the US and Japan can be very difficult to keep track of, especially considering Japanese banks don't offer as much online bank access compared to the US. For the design, I kept it elegant and simple with some strawberries cut into the shape of roses. At the top left, I'll add all my monthly budgets and subscriptions, and below have a listing of my bank and credit card start and end balances. The right page is where I'll add any additional expenses not covered in my budgets and subscriptions. And a pro tip from me for spending control, try to limit yourself to one page and you'll be more likely to pass up on those tiny purchases for snacks or knickknacks that you don't really need. Finishing off with the spread for week 6, I'm preparing 2 rows of 15 by 8 boxes and a long bushel of strawberries streaming down the left side of the page. This time I've added some bigger leaves and young green strawberries to the mix, and I love how it turned out. Some of you have probably realized that I have more than 7 boxes in this spread, but the additional 3 at the bottom right I'll be using for additional notes, groceries, and events or tasks for the following week. So that concludes this month's Plan With Me spread for February. I kept it short with 3 main spreads, but if you would like to see more of my future weekly spreads or other layouts, I encourage you to follow me on Facebook or Instagram at Penditude. Instagram is where I provide regular updates for all of my bullet journal spreads and hand lettering projects, and I would love to see you there so that you can join the community and join the conversation in the comments. If you're feeling as inspired by this theme as I am, then I would love to see your recreations, so be sure to tag me at Penditude because I would love to see them and feature them in my next video or in my Instagram story just to share all the strawberry love for this month. Some of you may have questions on the materials that I use or what journal I use, and all of that information is going to be in the description box down below. I'll make that pretty consistent for any future videos that I make as well. If you liked this video and would like to see more in the future, be sure to like this video, click the subscribe button, and hit that little bell for regular updates whenever I post a new video. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this first Plan With Me video. I really enjoyed making it and I hope you enjoyed watching. So I'll see you next time. Bye.